What is going on, Brez? Jesse here, and welcome back to Let's Play Fallout 4. There's a couple things I want to talk about with you guys, but first of all, just as a reminder to myself as much as you guys, we just murdered these people, and we're following Nick Valentine out of here. Okay. Anyway, what I wanted to talk about was, first of all, why this series, the last episode of this series, ended so abruptly, and which was because I didn't have a whole lot of time to record on that day, and the recording got corrupted at the end, and I didn't have time to re-record it, so I just cut it off where it was acceptable to do so. And next thing I want to talk about, real quick before I go up this ladder, is why I have not been recording at all since then, which has been because I am a college student at Penn State University, and as many of you may know, the last couple of weeks this past week was finals week, but the week before that was leading up to finals week, so I've been busy with that kind of stuff. So that's been fun. But anyway, that's done now. So I can now get back into my typical recording schedule, which is great. I've been looking forward to that because, as you know, the finals generally aren't very much fun. I'd very much rather be recording than studying for finals. And the final thing I wanted to mention was that some of what you're seeing right now, some of the stuff that I've done, I already recorded the day before I'm recording right now, but I lost the footage. So it wasn't a whole lot. I'll get caught up pretty quick here, but I just figured you guys should probably know that the first few minutes of this I already did, but there were no big spoilers, so it isn't that big of a deal.
Ah, look at that Commonwealth sky. Never thought anything so naturally ominous could end up looking so inviting. Thanks for getting me out.
I wonder how long you've been locked up in there.
Not many people knew where I went.
Your secretary, Ellie, she sent me.
She did? I should give her a raise. Now, you mentioned something about your son, Sean, and how he went missing. I want you to come to my office in Diamond City. Give me all the details. Besides, I think you've earned a chance to sit down and clear your head.
Yeah.
I'll meet you there.
See you in Diamond City.
Okay. Level up here. Man, it's lagging a little bit on the transitions between screens. Kind of weird. Not that big of a deal, I guess, really. I haven't unlocked anything down here. None of my special stats are high enough. Sweet. Go with that. I guess we'll just head over to Diamond City then. No real reason to lollygag, I guess, for right now. I think our son should be our #1 priority right now. Okay. Head on over to his office. It's over here, if I remember correctly. Kitty! Where's the cat?
Protection for sale! Hand-tooled pieces!
Ellie? Are you here?
Nick? Oh God, it's really you.
Well, it's hard to mistake this mug for anyone else.
Ain't that the truth?
You keep laughing at death. Someday, death's gonna laugh back.
Not as long as I got a few friends to back me up.
You saved Nick, this agency, and my job. Thank you.
Now, which one of those do you really care about?
Hey, happy to do it.
Yeah? Go diving into scary pre-war ruins all the time then, do ya? Here, every
Yeah,
cap
kinda.
we agreed to for finding him. Plus a little something extra. You know, if
Worn
you're looking for work
fedora.
and don't mind putting on the detective hat,
Faded trench
Nick
coat.
sure could use a new partner.
Whoa. One case at a time, Ellie. Our new friend needs our help first. All right, let's get down to business. Take a seat. Make yourself comfortable.
Alright. What was this stuff I was given? Faded trench coat. I don't really want these things. Alright.
When you're trying to find someone who's gone missing, the devil is in the details.
Husk fan.
Tell me everything
all
you
these
can,
years.
no matter how painful it might be.
What does that mean, Preston? After all these years. Okay, anyway. Guess we'll start with the people.
There was a man and a woman. They didn't say much. But I remember they called me the backup.
So we're talking a small team. Professionals. The kind that know to keep their lips tight when they're on the job. Not sure what the backup means, though. What else can you tell me?
The place.
We were in a vault when it happened. Vault 111. It was some kind of cryo facility.
You were on ice, huh? More importantly, you were underground, sealed up. It's a lot of obstacles to get through just to take one person. Anything else you remember?
I guess the
My
murder.
wife was murdered. She was trying to keep them from taking Sean, and they just...
It's okay. You don't need to say anything more.
So, we're talking about a group of cold-hearted killers, but they waited until something went wrong to resort to violence. Anything else you remember?
I guess Sean. Run short on options here.
We're looking for my son, Sean. He's less than a year old. Why would anyone take him?
Good question. Why your family in particular? Why an infant? Someone would be taking on all of his care, and a baby needs a lot of it. That
true.
confirms it. This isn't
That
a
is
random
very,
kidnapping.
very true.
Whoever took your kid had an agenda. There's a lot of groups in the Commonwealth that take people. Raiders, super mutants, the Gunners, and of course there's the Institute.
Doubt it was super mutants or raiders. What about the gunners?
Who were the Gunners?
High-end mercenaries. No job too brutal. They're in the running as likely suspects. They wouldn't be the ones pulling the strings.
Okay. Well, what about the
So you
Institute?
think this Institute is responsible?
Well, they're the boogeymen of the Commonwealth. Something goes wrong, everyone blames them. Easy to see why. Those early model synths of theirs strip whole towns for parts, killing everything in their way. Then you got the newer models, good as human, that infiltrate cities and pull strings from the shadows. Worst of all, no one knows why they do it, what their plan is, or where they are. Not even me. And I'm a synth myself. A discarded prototype anyway.
A prototype. Huh.
You're a prototype?
As far as I know, never seen any other synth like myself. There's the older ones that are dumb as rocks and all metal, and there's the newer ones that are almost human. I'm somewhere in between.
You act pretty human. You don't look very human. I mean, you have the basic features down.
You don't know anything about them? Really?
Some kind of security setting strips or blocks out those memories. And it's not just me. Any synth that gets trashed, left behind, or escapes the Institute has the same problem. Probably some kind of failsafe.
Either way, I need to find Sean.
You're right. The speculation is getting us off track. Let's focus on what you saw. What did these kidnappers look like?
What was was interesting about them? Well, I remember the guy being bald and scarred.
One of them came right up to me. Bald head. Scar across his left eye.
Wait. It couldn't be. You didn't hear the name Kellogg at all, did you?
Who is he? Do you think he has Sean?
It's way too big of a coincidence. Ellie, what notes do we have about the Kellogg case?
The description matches. Bald head, scar, reputation for dangerous mercenary work, but no one knows who his employer is.
And he bought a house here in town, right? And he had a kid with him, didn't he?
Yeah, that's right. The house in the abandoned West Stands. The boy with him was around 10 years old.
Well, it could be Sean, couldn't it? Like I speculated earlier, he could be a lot older.
You said he lives here? He's still in town?
They both vanished a while back, if I'm remembering right. But that house is still there.
Ain't
Let's
that
you and
just
I take a
convenient?
walk over to Kellogg's last known address.
What?
See if we can snoop out where he went.
Security doesn't really go to that part of town, but you two should still be careful.
I always am.
Okay. Throw down a quick save here. Actually, it'll probably auto-save when I walk out. Oh well. Can we... There it goes. Door didn't work the first time.
I didn't want Ellie to hear this, but I think you should know. Everything I dug up about Kellogg before his disappearance is bad news. He's more than just a mercenary.
I don't know why we let Valentine live in the city. He saves one or two people,
clean,
and everyone forgets he's a freaking sin.
Has no enemies, because they're all dead.
Yeah, people definitely seem to have a grudge against Simpson.
9 to 1 odds says he's our man. More than just you identifying his distinguishing features. The MO was on him as well. Leading a small team to kidnap a baby and leaving one of the parents alive for later. Not many mercs in the Commonwealth can pull that off.
That's just fan-fucking-tastic. We've got an expert that stole our baby. Crows sitting on the cables. Looks pretty.
Here we are.
City.
Keep an eye out, will you? See if I can get this open.
Okay.
That's one heck of a lock. Got something to hide, Kellogg? Why don't you give it a try?
Yeah, I don't
Won't
think
be
I'm
able
getting
to
a
pick
master
this.
lock.
No luck? Guess we'll need to find the key.
Indeed. If such
See
a
that
thing
platform
exists.
in the distance, near the city entrance? That's the elevator to the mayor's office. Why don't you go ask around there? I'll stay here and see if I can jimmy this lock.
Okay.
The mayor's office is near the entrance of the city.
Just went over there then.
Hey, who wants to look beautiful? Hairstyles from across the
Who's
Commonwealth.
really in control of Diamond City? Read the public.
Public. I wonder if that chick we met earlier that we helped get in here is the one that runs that newspaper. What was her name? Piper. I think it was Piper. Sounds right. Yeah. The mayor didn't seem to be a big fan of her. Speaking of the devil.